Hi, my name is David and I'm the Director of Programs at IDE Canada. This is Tanya. She's studying International Development at the University of Winnipeg and is volunteering with IDE Canada. I have asked her to make this video to walk us through the book by Roland on restoring the soil through the use of cover crops. Those of you who were at the Innovation Incubator in Winnipeg will have received a copy of this book, and others can obtain it through Amazon or other sources. Tanya, take it away.
If you don't have a copy of the book with you, pause the video and get the book so you can follow along with us. As Roland says in his book, recovering soil fertility has become a major challenge facing agricultural professionals and farmers like yourself, and green manure cover crops are proving to be an effective, locally appropriate, and low external input solution to this problem. Restoring the soil is designed to help you select the right cover crop for the regions where you work. It is divided into several sections. The ones that we will be focusing on in this video are the ones to help you choose the right cover crop. We do that by answering a series of questions in a decision tree, which is only 4 pages of the book and starts on page 31. But before we can answer these questions, we'll need to collect the necessary information, which is listed on page 24 and entitled Collecting the Necessary Information. This is the simplified human-centered design part of the book. As you know, it is important to spend the time answering these questions well in order to get a result that will be the most useful for your particular environment. The questions range from relatively simple questions, such as,
what elevation above sea level is the area?
To more complex questions for which you might need to do a little bit more research.
Are yields of subsistence crops increasing or decreasing over an annual basis?
The decision tree works off of the answers to these questions, so you know from your use in design and other contexts, getting these answers right will build a strong foundation for making your cover crop decisions. Now to the decision tree. There is a section called Using the Decision Tree, which is found on page 27. And then the tree itself starts on page 31. The decision tree goes through questions with the end goal of discovering the most appropriate cover crop for your area. All of the crops listed have had proven success, but the list is also not exhaustive, and other options can certainly be expanded upon or tried out. As you can see, each box has a number in it. Each of these numbers correspond with the decision tree guide found on page 35 to 56. If you're having trouble understanding any of the questions, you can flip to the guide for more detailed descriptions. Now let's go back to the decision tree on page 31 and let's go through an example so you can get a better idea of how the tree works. Are the farmers interested in green manure and cover crop systems?
Yes.
Is there a successful system nearby?
No.
Is the land at less than a 10% slope?
Yes, it's almost level.
At what elevation do you work?
1,500 to 3,000 meters.
What is the dominant crop?
Various crops.
We have now reached a box that says use S40 or S63. Once you reach one of these boxes, you have found your recommended cover crop. Now go to the section after the decision tree guide entitled Green Manure Cover Crop Systems, which starts on page 57. And we can find out what our recommended cover crop is. There are 91 cover crop systems here listed from S1 to S91. The crop that we reached in our example is S63, which is various crops with common peas. And that's it for using the decision tree. Now you can go out and take the next step in the process, using the cover crops in a demo plot, or reading about the use of cover crops in the early chapters of this book outlined in the table of contents. We hope that you find the video as well as the book helpful.
We're excited by the possibilities presented for areas where soils are poor. You will see some immediate improvement in yields and soil retention, and over the years the improvements will increase. Let us know how it goes. And thank you, Tanya.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.